Hello again, everyone. So I'm back with another replay analysis of one of my games. So now we are up against a Protoss. So people in care are really not following the standard build. So you must be able to figure out or scout really good or be able to figure out in just a little information what the Protoss is doing. So for this one, I'm just going for um, standard standard build 18 so 16 hash into 18 gas to 17 pull. So I sent my drone here quite early to see if I will get blocked. If I will get blocked, if there's a probe coming here, I'll just take the third base instead. Okay, so just look at the my point of view. Okay, this is not the cleanest game that I played. I definitely got a lot of errors here. I still got to improve a lot. So just pause here. This is already a very weird build from my opponent. By the time my overlord come here is here, he only has a gateway. Usually, if the Protoss is playing a standard, there are two things: it's either a gateway and a cyber core is maybe halfway, okay, or the cyber core is already finished and a gateway. That's the usual buildings that I can see. But now I saw a gateway and the cyber core. Okay, the gateway is just finishing. I think this is a really bad build. I don't know where they got this build, but this is just a gateway. So if he is just building the gateway, there's no way that he already has a cyber core. What he does here is he goes for a nexus first, a very greedy build, very greedy build. So this is already weird from my opponent, and he takes another gateway. So just another gateway that's really confusing for me, and another pylon. He doesn't need. I think he needs. No, he needs this pylon. He needs this pylon. It's already blocked, but his nexus will be finished, and his cyber core is already late. So with that, I think if the cyber core is late, every timing that he can make is already late. Let's say a zealot all in, an adept glaives all in, an immortal zealot, or any shenanigans or anything along those lines are already late. So I don't have to worry about anything here. Just make drones and take my third base. He will everything will be late because the cyber core is really late. Should be done right about now, but still the cyber core is just started to build. So just standard, just take my third base at 30 supply. I think it's quite late. I took it 31, 32. My drone's late. My third base is late. So now I saw that the gateways are not making anything. Okay, let's go back a little. Okay. Okay, so the gateway is done, but it's not making anything. So I know that I may be able to make a run by. That's why I sent my links here immediately. I'm sending my links immediately, and his zealot are already late. That's late. Okay. So I was able to make a run by. These two zerglings, you might think that two zerglings not that game ending move, but these two links I will be able to maximize his worth. So what I do here is just keep these links alive as long as you can. The longer that these links are alive, the better for you. And so because the Protoss will be annoyed. He will be annoyed that there are two links in his base. So I'm just focusing everything, my attention here. I'm microwing the best I could with these two links. I'm just making drones behind that. Okay, just make drones behind that, and you'll be because I can focus all my attention here, all my micro here, because I know that he doesn't have anything across the map. He can't have two adepts here because, as you can see, the zealot is just done. So I can focus my attention here. I also back this one up because there's a zealot here. So what, as you can see, I'll just distract him. Okay, go back. Okay, I'm just forcing him to lose a lot of mining time. See how annoying this is? There are already He's losing minerals for this one, that's for sure.
You made another queen.
So
Nice.
okay, this one here. Okay. And then there's an adept. I immediately split the links. This might is a very good move because the adept has to go here to kill this one and then go here. So that's really annoying um for the Protoss. As you can see, I already disrupted his build order. He's not making any probes. He's looting minerals just because of these two links. Just because of these two links. So this is really annoying for the Protoss. So just keep it alive as long as you can. Okay, so that one got killed and this one will be killed also.
We evolved. Stuff got better.
But I was also able to scout him. That's why I know that he won't have anything other than those two adepts and a zealot. Okay, so those links died. My link speed is already done. I check his wall. There's a Stargate. Okay. This is already weird because I saw that the Cybercore is not researching anything. Okay, so there's no warp gate. Okay? There's no warp gate. So I thought at first that this is the build where the one that Zest did, the Void Race and into Phoenix and Void Race. That's a really good build. So that's why I think my response here is to take the lair and then take the Hydra Race then as fast as I can. Okay, that's the information that I got and that's the response that I will do. And then just make queens.
Our army be scrapping.
Yeah, I'll be making queens here. I think queens. Okay, the lair. As soon as I have a 100 gas. I'm still making queens. Queens? Hello? Yes, okay. Maybe I'm still making queens. And then another problem with that is I don't know if he just forgets about his warp gate because he's making more gateways and it doesn't make any sense. His build is not making any sense because he's not researching the warp gate, but he's making gateways. I don't know if this is the real build order or the Protoss got distracted because of the two links that I sent or that I ran by earlier. That's why he forgot about the warp gate. I think so. I'm just keep droning and just make um a lot of queens so that you can defend some voiders or phoenix. Okay? So make sure to connect also your bases. That's why I'm making a queen here. I'm making a queen here. I'm also taking up my gases quite early so that I can make uh some hydras because I really thought that is going for the phoenix voidery style, but it shows that that is not the case because he already has a lot of gateways.
You made another queen. Nice. A new queen
Oh,
has emerged.
okay, so I scouted with this overlord. I saw that there are three gateways. There's still no warp gate, so I don't need to worry about some adepts or what, because he won't be able to make that many.
You made another queen.
Yeah, still making queens, I think. Okay, I was able to deflect the void race quite good.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I saw that the third base is coming. Now I'm making links. Okay, I'm making links, and then I'm making links because of the I saw a lot of adepts. So it may be a glaive adepts, but I think his build order is really bad.
A new queen. Hey, our army be scrapping.
Okay, I was able to defend this one.
Evolution. Your forces are under attack.
Okay, so I'm just mirroring the void ray
Base is
movement.
under attack.
Shouldn't lost
You
that
made another
gas.
queen.
That's a very bad mistake from me. He's researching now a glaive.
We evolved.
This is why I really hate this kind of players because they are really unpredictable.
The minerals have not been done.
And this is another mistake from me. I should have a link here or maybe here, and these bases are not connected. I'm not spreading the creep. This creep should be should spread. This creep should spread. Just but the good thing is you can double expand. Okay, you can double expand.
Raid Rook.
Now I'm taking my infestation pit into hive so that I can tack up into hive.
It
And also wrong here is my queens should be here. Should be here. Okay. So we got another cancel, but that's fine. We already have another base here. I check his fourth base.
this
The
out.
fourth base is coming, and then I don't need to worry about anything because he cannot tack up that fast. And he also invested a lot into Void Ray, so he cannot invest into something like, let's say, Colossus Immortal Disruptor. No, he can't because he already has a lot of Void Rays, and Void Rays are quite expensive in gas. My creep spread should be way better. You can improve.
They're
I
attacking
lost
our
again
base.
this one. It's really a bad move for me.
Our army be scrapping.
Okay, so I have here some Hydras and some Queens. I guess here some Hydras. I'll be leaving some Hydras
Mineral
here
field depleted.
so that these Void Rays
Your
will be
forces
stuck
and
here.
minerals have up
Okay,
and gone.
just killing these Void Rays, making a runby of roaches because I don't need these roaches anymore. I should have the hive right now. Yeah, my hive is already done. If you don't know what to do, or let's say that you don't have any clue of his army composition, just make sure to talk up to hive and get as much tech as you can. Defend your bases. Can make some spines here, make some spine here. As you can see, I was able to scout his fourth base, and he still needs to saturate that, and it will take some time before he can move out. So there's no way that he can move out earlier than that. If he moves out, the army won't be maxed out, or his army will be quite small. So I can definitely defend it with just this one. And you're not supposed to die on creep.
Our army be scrapping.
Okay. Now I was able. Oh, he's making immortals. He's making immortals. That's why I made corruptors. Taking the corruptors, I made corruptors and a greater spire. I made the greater spire earlier just to see because I saw just to be ready. I made the greater spire blindly. By taking this
You
base,
take
my Hydra should be here. There's absolutely no reason for them to be here because if my army is here and he attacks here, I can immediately go here. So so you should have Hydras here also, very important because a Warp Prism here can easily cost you the game.
mission complete.
Oh, taking down the rocks. Okay, so I already got. I got some Broodlords. I'm already making Broodlord because he's making Immortals. Now I'm pretty sure that I can make Broodlords. Broodlords will be very good. Not all the time, let's say, you cannot make Broodlords blindly. Because let's say that I saw that there's a lot of Void Rays, right? And then the Void Rays, I was able to kill some of the Void Rays, and I don't see any more Void Rays. So there's a possibility that he may be tacking up into carriers. So I should be scouting here. So I will be able to know what he is transitioning into. But my scouting is not that good. But seeing the immortals, as I saw here with the runbys of roaches, two immortals, right? Two immortals. So I can make broodlers will be a very good choice against immortals. I think I also have ultralists, but I didn't make any ultralists because ultralists are really bad against immortals. Really bad. No, I think at some point here I was able to. Okay, I think at some point here I was able to scout his army. What is his army? Let's see.
Mineral field depleted. Evolution. The minerals have up and gone.
Okay, I will be able to scout here. I'm pretty sure that I was able to scout a lot of adepts.
Hey, they're attacking our base.
I know that I will. I think these two links will be able to see a lot of adepts.
We evolve.
Okay, there you go. So I saw a lot of adepts. So if you think about it, Roach Hydra. I got a Roach Hydra composition. Roach Hydra can absolutely um okay, let's just go back a little. Okay, so this is what I see.
Evolution complete.
This is what I see. Okay, now I saw a High Templar. A High Templar. So there will be storms. So Roach Hydra cannot beat this army because of the storm. Okay? Only if you have a really sick micro, maybe you can beat this army. But this is what I guarantee you. Adepts are really, really bad unit. They are only good in the early game. But having adepts in your Death Ball army as a Protoss, that is really bad because adepts basically does nothing or doesn't make any damage. The only work here that can the adept can do is to tank damage. That's it. That's it. But he won't be able to move out with those adepts. Good adepts are really bad. So instead, I feel quite safe to drone up some more. Okay, I can drone up some more, and then what will happen here? The Protoss will be stuck into an adept army, which is not that scary. I can easily break that army. If ever he pushes, I can easily break that army with just Hydraling Bane on creep. Because if he ever wants to engage here, he will surely I can surely take the fight because again adept is really bad. Now, let's say that I decided to fight. I decided to trade. So if I decided to trade, he will lose the adepts. For sure, he doesn't really care about the adepts. The adepts will really tank some damage. And I might lose the fight because adepts are quite tanky. So losing that fight, I will lose some roaches and some hydras, and he will lose some adepts, which he basically doesn't care because as of now, adepts really does nothing into his army. So he really wants to lose those adepts. So that will be a really bad trade for me. And losing those adepts, he will be able to pack up into higher tech because he will lose some supply. So he will have more supply for the carriers, maybe Colossus or Disruptors. So he will be able to tack up into higher tech units. But if I don't kill those adepts, that will be just eat a lot of his supply and he won't be able to tack up into better units. Okay? So that's my thought process during this game. So I'm just focusing into making the right army composition. So again, if I decide to fight with this army and let's say that we both lose the army and he will just make a lot of zealots and there's nothing I can do about it, that's for sure. At this point of the game.
Mineral field depleted.
Eh, my
Our army be scrapping. Your forces are under attack.
Okay, so I'm just making a lot of drones. I'm already at 86 drones. I think I'm gonna be able to go up to 90. Making some Banes because he has a lot of Adepts and Storms.
Mineral field
Okay, I'm
depleted.
already
Our army
sacrificing the Roaches. So again, this Roaches, if he does something, he will be able to make some damage just fine. If he doesn't, he just get killed for free, it's still fine. I don't really care about these
have up
Roaches.
and gone.
Just like his Adepts. So I saw that there's 3 Void Rays left, but he's not making any more Void Rays. So I know that he is stacking up, transitioning into some units. So I'm not making a panic links, panic hydras or what. So I'm just really checking what he is doing or what army is going to and just make the right army. Okay. So I saw the immortals. I made a
We will
corruptors
prevail.
immediately to make brood lords. Okay. So I'm trying to get rid of these banelings because they won't be that much good in the late game. So I'm trying to get rid of these banelings. I'm trying to make a run by attempt here into here, but I I accidentally ran into his army. So I'm quite fine here because I already have my broodlords. So the broodlords can absolutely crush this army. There's no way for that army to win.
Hey, they're attacking our base.
So I'm backing up my hydras. Make sure not to lose your hydras. Hydras are quite expensive. So this void race, my queens are already here. I'm making some spines here to be safe against zealots.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't really need to engage here because maybe one or two storms will definitely kill this army.
Tumors.
I mean the hydras. One or two storm can definitely kill the hydras. Okay. So my queens are here. He was able to feed back some of the queens. That's really good for me because he will have less storms.
Your forces are under.
Okay. So just what will happen here is if I attack him with hydras, he will surely make a storm here. So what I do is just attack and just back up. So attack and back
Base is under attack.
and
Minerals
let the broodlords make the damage. That's it. Let the broodlords make that attack.
depleted.
You don't really need to engage here with your hydras. Okay. That's why I'm not engaging with my hydras. I'm making some ultralis.
Are under attack.
Ultralis are quite good against this composition because he only has again because I didn't kill his adepts. He cannot transition that fast into higher tech units. See, these adepts are basically dead weight into his army. So what I'm doing here is I'm letting the broodlords attack. I'm not engaging with my main army. Just let the broodlords attack, and he will lose some of his army. That's for
The
sure.
minerals.
So attack. Okay, so broodlords attack. Okay,
The
he's
minerals.
making stalkers. Okay, he's making stalkers. Hydras and ultras can absolutely crush the stalkers.
Up and gone. Our army be scrapping. They're
So I'm just trying to break him here and here. Um, ultras are quite bad. I mean against stalkers because they're quite bulky. So he's making a attempt here. I run by attempt because he knows that he won't be able to beat this army. He knows. That's why he made a run by. So he has army here. That's why I sent one of my ultras back. Okay, and I'm making links. By the way, the upgrades that I am getting is this one. Plus one, plus three, plus three. The plus three melee and missile. So I'm making. I think I'm gonna make links. Am I?
Your forces are under mineral attack. Field depleted. The minerals have up and gone.
Okay, so I'm just trying to micro as much as I can here. Okay, so I was able to clean this up with the links that I have.
Be scrapping.
Okay, links with the links and with the links that I have, and after I clean it up, I just send everything that I have here. Okay. So as you can see, the broodlers are still alive. Just micro it really good. So hydras and ito, hydras, zerglings, and ultras are now on this way, and I can absolutely crush this one. So why did I transition into links? Because he has a lot of stalkers. Okay. So I absolutely crush his army. This base is already a gunner. Archons die without even finishing his morph. Okay, I already got my queens. And now I'm making corruptors as a transition because I can basically defend any ground army that he has with just links and hydras. So if ever let's say he's going for a Colossus, I can make a Ultralis. Or my record is already done. I'm already researching the upgrades for the lurkers. I'm droning again because I lost quite a lot. Okay, I'm droning again. I got this base up back. This one is already done. I'm also taking up this base. And I basically don't have to worry about anything because he's only at, for sure this is less than 3 base. This already done. Okay, so he doesn't have any mining here. This is just half. So he's only mining at 1.5 base. Not even have to because it's not fully saturated. So I don't really have to worry about anything. So don't um don't make any panic units like let's say from this point I know that I was really ahead. So let's just make a lot of links and then just kill this base. Okay. And let's say that he tuck up into many, let's say Colossus, many Colossus and Void Rays. So your links won't be able to win against Colossus. You still lose. Right? You will still lose. Don't panic that you want to be maxed out. Right? You want to be maxed out. So now I'm making Vipers. Vipers are always useful because I saw that he is making Void Rays. Okay. He kept attacking here with Void Rays. Here, see? Void Ray, he has a lot of Void Rays. That's why I didn't. That's why I'm making Vipers. One Parasitic Pump can absolutely kill this Void Ray army and my queens. Right. So now he's stacking up into Colossus. Okay, Colossus, again, if I made a lot of links, I can max out into links, which I absolutely can because I got a really great economy. I already have 87 drones now. I can max out in links. If I max out in links, and all those links will just die against this army, that's for sure. And I won't have enough reinforcement to kill this army. So if I made the wrong army composition, I will still lose, even though, as you can see, I basically have the half of the map. And he has what? One base saturation, all in all. I can still lose if I have the wrong army composition. So now, I don't really need to fight this army, because he basically doesn't have anything. I don't have to worry about anything because he doesn't have a base here. I'm sure he doesn't have any base here. He doesn't have any economy, so I don't have to fight. Okay? If he moves out now, that will be an all-in for him. So now I saw that there's a lot of void rays. There's a lot of void rays. Okay, let's make more corruptors. Okay, I'm making more corruptors and a viper. So there's no way for him to fight this one. Okay, I lost this base. I lost this base, but I can easily retake that. I'm still at 84 drones. This is saturated. This that quite saturated. It's fine. I can still retake this one, and he will be losing his void rays now. Lost his void rays. Okay, so I'm just asking because I know that he doesn't have anything, and it's quite frustrating for me. So now what I am worried about is the Colossus. Colossus is really good. So what I just need to do, just make a lot of lurkers, and there's nothing that I can do. That's for sure. So I already made a lot of lurkers against Colossus. These links doesn't will not be able to do anything. So that's why I'm making all them into banelings and just planning to run by here. Okay, so lurkers are here, leaving one here. Lurkers are here. Okay. Okay. So I'm still careful, okay? I'm still careful. I'm not A moving. I can absolutely A move here, right? I can absolutely kill the Void Rays and the Colossus with my Corruptors. What I'm trying to do is I can just abduct the Colossus, the two Colossus, because the threat here are the Colossus, okay? Not the Void Rays, because the Void Rays, if I fight this army with this army, there's still a possibility that I lose, okay? Because he can kite. Colossus has a lot of range. So the real threat here is the ground army. And in addition to that, with the Colossus, they have Adepts and Zealots and Stalkers which are quite tanky, and the Void Rays can still provide more additional DPS. So I might lose. So I'm still being very careful. So I'm trying to abduct the Colossus. Two Colossus will absolutely can absolutely win the fight. Okay? Win the fight if the Colossus are gone. If the Colossus are gone, I can just A move my Corruptors and just land a Parasitic Bomb, and they will basically die. He cannot, there's no way for him to win. So I'm just being very careful because uh, if I lose my army, I can still lose to this Death Ball. It might be not you think that is not that quite strong, but I guarantee you it is. So he was able to realize that I made a run by here. Let's just go back a little bit. Okay. Go back a little bit, and then okay, doesn't have anything. So run by, and he realized that he won't be able to win. He basically has nothing. This is his last army, and that's it. He left the game without a GGWP. So just focus for the late game of Protoss. Just focus on making the right army composition and defending everything. It not easy probably as it looks, but if you just practice that kind of playstyle, I assure you that you will be able to win that. You will be able to win pretty much. You will be able to win more. That's for sure. Okay, so I think that's it for this video, and I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you learned something from me. And if you have any question, don't forget to leave a comment down below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll be notified as soon as I upload a new one. So with that, I want to thank you all guys for watching and have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!